In a great country called India, a small spark was born. This spark became a fire that would light up the whole world. This is the story of Swami Vivekananda, a spiritual hero. He was not just a man, he was a voice, a power, a mission. His life was a journey from confusion to belief, from questions to answers, from a young boy to a hero of the world. He was a thinker, a teacher, and a true patriot. He taught us that the best religion is to help others. He believed that to serve the peoples is to serve God. His voice was like a lion's roar. It shook the sleeping nation and gave people hope. He inspired millions to find their strength, their courage, and their purpose. This is the story of a man who showed the world the true soul of India. The start, Naren's search. He was born on January 12, 1863 in Kolkata. His real name was Narendranath Datta. His father, Viswanath Datta, was a lawyer. His mother, Bhuvneshwari Devi, was a deeply spiritual woman. From childhood, Naren was different. He was smart. He asked people many questions. He didn't believe anything easily. He wanted proof. He wanted truth. He started his early education at Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar's Metropolitan Institution in Kolkata. Later, in 1879, he studied for a short time at Presidency College. Then he completed his Bachelor of Arts degree in 1884 from Scottish Church College. He was an excellent student. He loved philosophy, religion, literature, and Western logic. He also read Hindu scriptures, Western philosophy, and science. All this shaped his mind, both spiritual and rational. He loved to play, but he also loved to think. He wanted to understand life. He wanted to understand God. He was a natural leader. His friend followed him. But inside, his heart was not calm. He was always searching for something more. He wanted answers to deep questions. He read many books, science, history, philosophy. He was a brilliant, but still he asked the same question again and again. God does exist? Has anyone seen God? He asked this to many famous people, but the answer was always the same. No. This made him feel more lost. He thought religion was just a rule, not a real experience. He didn't want only books. He wanted to see God. He wanted to feel God. He wanted to know God. He became a seeker of truth, a seeker of God. His mind was full of doubt, but his heart was full of longing. He wanted proof, but he also wanted love. This fight inside him became a fire that pushed him forward, a fire that guided him. Even though the path was not clear, the fire kept him moving. A special meeting, finding his teacher. In 1881, Naren's search for the truth brought him the Dakshineshwar Kali temple near Kolkata. There, he met a humble and simple priest, Sri Ramakrishna Paramhansa. Naren asked him the same question he had asked many others before. Sir, have you seen God? But this time, the answer was a different, very different. Ramakrishna smiled, said, Yes, I have. I see God more clearly than I see you. These words were like a thunder in Naren's heart. They shook him, they woke him up inside. This was the first time someone had given him a real, strong, and loving answer. In that moment, Naren felt a deep connection. He knew this man was not just ordinary. He knew this man was special. He knew he had found his teacher. This meeting in 1881 changed his life forever. Ramakrishna looked at Narayan and saw something no one else could see. A great soul, a sleeping lion inside a young man. Under Ramakrishna's loving care, Narayan began a new journey. He learned that God is not only in temples, not only in prayers, but in every living being. He learned that all religions lead to the same truth. Ramakrishna's words were simple but powerful, very powerful. They slowly remove all the doubts in Narayan's mind. Ramakrishna taught Narayan to serve people is to serve God. He taught him to love all, to respect all. He taught him that every person is divine. These ideas were new to Narayan, but they gave him a new life. A life with meaning, a life with love, a life with a purpose. He had a search and search and search. And now, in 1881, he had found what he was looking for. Big change from Naren to Vivekananda. After his teacher Ramakrishna died in 1886, Naren made a big promise. He promised to continue his teacher's work. He had his friends took the same decision. He would live for God and for helping people. They become monks, people who gave up everything for God and for others. Now, Naren was not just a student anymore. He was ready to be a teacher. He took a new name, Vivekananda. Name means the joy of knowledge. But before teaching the world, he wanted to know his own country. So in 1888, he started a long journey, a journey all across India. He became a wandering monk. He walked for thousands of miles. He had no money, no food, no place to stay. He went to cities, he went to villages, he went to temples. He went to people's homes, he spoke to kings, he spoke to beggars. He saw India not in books, but with his own eyes. What he saw broke his heart. He saw hunger, he saw poverty, he saw pain, he saw people losing hope. He understood something important. India's biggest problem was not a religion. The real problem was the lack of education, the lack of health, and the lack of self-confidence. He saw the people of India had forgotten their own strength. Years and years of foreign rule had made them feel weak, made them feel helpless. Then, at the southern tip of India, in a place called Kanyakumari, something big happened. In 1892, he sat on a rock in the middle of the sea. He meditated there, not for 1 hour, not for 1 day, but for 3 days. There, he had a great realization. He understood India cannot rise without helping its people. Serving people is the same as serving God. From that moment, his search for God became a mission to serve the poor, a mission to educate the young, a mission to awaken the nation. The Parliament of Religions, an Indian voice for the world. One day in South India, King met Swami Vivekananda. It was around 1892. The king looked at him, saw his greatness, and said, "You must go to America and speak about India. You must tell the world about the great spiritual culture." Swami Vivekananda agreed. He saw this is a big opportunity, not for himself, but for India, not for his name, but for his country's name. He wanted to speak for India. He wanted to show the world the real message of Hinduism, a message of peace, love, and unity. With the help of the king and some friends, in 1893, he started his journey to Chicago to attend the Parliament of the World Religions. But the journey was not easy. He had no invitation, he had no money, he had no place to stay. He was alone in the new land, but he had a faith, he had a courage, he had a mission. The famous speech. Finally, in September 1893, he got a chance to speak at the parliament. He walked to the stage. He stood in front of thousands of people. He began with this word, sisters and brothers of America. The whole crowd stood up. They clapped for 2 minutes. Why? Because they had never heard a monk speak like that, with so much love, with so much respect, with so much power. That moment changed everything. Swami Vivekananda talked about India's spiritual wisdom. He talked about Hinduism. He talked about how all religions are different paths to the same truth. He spoke with truth. He spoke with clarity. He spoke with love. And the world listened. The world really listened. Swami Vivekananda became a famous on that day. Every newspaper in America praised his statement. The flag of Indian culture and Hinduism was also posted in the world. The woman who wanted to marry Swami Vivekananda. In 1894, when Swami Vivekananda was traveling in the West, a woman came to him and said, Swami, will you marry me? Swami looked at her calmly and asked, why do you want to marry me? Why? The woman replied, because I admire you. I admire your intelligence. I admire your strength. I admire your personality. I want a child like you. Swami smiled and gently said, why wait? Why wait for that? Instead of marrying me, you can think of me as your son. Then you will already have a someone like me. The woman became silent. She did not know what to say. She was speechless. Slowly, she bowed down with respect and walked away. Her heart deeply touched by his simple and wise word. Swami Vivekananda and youth. Swami Vivekananda loved the youth of India. He always believed that the future of India was in the hand of the young. He often said again and again, give me 100 energetic young men and I shall transform the India. He did not want young people to just read book. He wanted them to work hard, to serve the poor, to fight against injustice, and to build a strong and new India. For him, the youth were not just learners, they were builders, leaders, and dreamers. Swami Vivekananda was born in 1863 and inspired millions of young people throughout his speeches and action. Because of his great love for the youth, his birthday, 12th January, is celebrated every year a Nation Youth Day in India. Since 1985, on this day, young people remember his message to be strong, to be fearless, and to work for the nation. His words still inspire youth in every corner of India. The lion's roar, lesson of strength and courage. Vivekananda's speeches were not just about religion, they were about strength, they were about courage, and they were about action. He did not want people to be weak. He did not want people to feel afraid. He wanted people to know that God is strong and we are strong too. He taught that God lives inside every person. That means each one of us is very powerful. Each one of us has power to change our life. He gave this message to the world. Arise, aware, and stop not till the goal is reached. These words were like a wake up call. He was asking people to get up, to take action, to never give up. He said that religion should not make us run away from life. Religion should give us power, hope, and courage. He taught that all knowledge is already inside us. We just need to discover it. He told people to ask a question, to think deeply, and to find the truth for themselves. Vivekananda was also a great patriot. He loved India with all his heart. He believed that India's spiritual power was its greatest strength. But he also knew that India needed more than just prayer. India needed education, health, and self respect. He believed that the youth of India, the young people, would rebuild the nation. He told them to become strong in a body, strong in a mind, and strong in a spirit. He taught that serving people is the highest form of worship. He said, you cannot find God in the temples while your brother are starving outside. Feed the hungry, help the poor, educate the children. That is a true religion. He wanted people to open their eyes, open their heart, and start servicing others. He did not just preach, he practiced what he preached. He lived a life of service, truth, and fearlessness, inspiring stories from his life. The poor man with a big heart. In 1891, while walking through the Rajasthan, Swami Vivekananda stopped at a small poor man's hut. The man had nothing much, only a little dry bread to eat. But he gave all his bread to Swami Vivekananda. He said again and again, a guest is God, a guest is God. Swami Vivekananda's heart was touched. He smiled and said, India may be poor in money, but India is rich in heart, rich in kindness. Second story, the lion inside the sheep. Swami Vivekananda once told a simple story. A lion cub was born, but it grew up among sheep. It walked like a sheep. It talked like a sheep. It was afraid like a sheep. One day, another lion came and took the cub to the river. He showed the cub its own face in the water. The cub looked and looked again and realized, I am not a sheep, I am a lion. Swami Vivekananda said, you are the children of God. You are not weak. You are not sinner. You are lions. Lions. The legacy lives on. The Ramakrishna Mission. After traveling all over India and even to other countries, Swami Vivekananda wanted to do more than just give speeches. He wanted to build something that would last forever, something that would serve people and share spiritual wisdom. In 1897, he started the Ramakrishna Mission. This was to continue the work for his great teacher, Sri Ramakrishna Paramhansa. The mission had two main goals. One is to help people grow spiritually, and second, to help the society throughout the service. This was something new in those days, a place where spiritual practice and social service came together. Ramakrishna Mission opened it. Schools to give education to poor children, hospital to treat the sick, relief camps during flood, earthquakes, and other disasters, libraries and centers to spread knowledge and spiritual ideas. The mission helped people without asking for anything in return. They helped people of all religion, all castes, and all backgrounds. Vivekananda often said that spiritual life was not just sitting in silence and meditating. He believed spiritual life is also meant going out into the world and helping others. He said, they alone lie who live for others. He wanted his monk to become teachers, doctors, nurses, and workers, people who would bring light to dark places. Even after Swami Vivekananda's death on July 4, 1902, the Ramakrishna mission is kept going. Today, the mission has more than 260 centers in India and in countries like America, England, France, Australia, and many places in Africa and Asia. They still help people, still educate children, still serve the poor, and still spread the message of love, peace, and service. The Ramakrishna Mission is not just an organization, it is the living dream of Swami Vivekananda. A dream where spirituality meets service. A dream where God is found in helping others. A dream that began in 1897 and is still alive today. Tributes from great leader. Swami Vivekananda's life and message to touch the hearts of many great peoples. They saw him not just a monk, but as a leader, a true leader, a thinker, a great thinker, and a visionary. His thought inspired many freedom fighters and reformers. His words gave them strength, courage, and hope again and again. Here is what some of India's greatest leaders said about him. Mahatma Gandhi, a father of nation. I have read his works very carefully, and they have inspired me deeply. His teaching gave me strength. Gandhi was touched by Vivekananda's truth, his honesty, and his deep love for India. After reading Vivekananda, Gandhi felt stronger, stronger in his own mission, stronger in his path. Rabindranath Tagore, the great poet, said, if you want to know India, study Vivekananda. In him, everything is positive, nothing negative. Tagore believed that Vivekananda saw the real India, a strong India, a wise India, a hopeful India. Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, said he was the first great voice of modern India. He gave a new direction to Indian thinking. Nehru believed that Vivekananda helped change India's future by reminding people again and again of their strength, their pride, and their identity. These great leaders, Gandhi, Tagore, and Nehru, all saw Vivekananda as a very soul of India. They respected him not just for what he said, but for what he did. They admired his courage, they admired his wisdom, they admired his dream for a better and stronger India. The forever flame of hero. The story of Swami Vivekananda is not just a story of a man, it is the story of a hero who fought with ideas, not weapons, a hero who won hearts, not wars. He taught us again and again, believe in yourself, be fearless, see God in every person. He did not just speak for India, he woke up India. In 1893, at the World's Parliament of Religion in Chicago, he told the world about India's true spirit. He told a sleeping nation, you are not weak, you are powerful. Stand up and be proud. His voice was like a lion roar, and that roar still echoes today. He told the youth, you are the power to change the world. He told the poor, you are not forgotten, you are God's children. He told the world, India is not just a land of poverty, it is a land of wisdom, love, and truth. Swami Vivekananda was born in 1863 and lived only 39 years, passing away in 1902. His life was short, but his message still live on. He left us a legacy of service, a lesson of strength, a dream of a better world. Even today, his teaching gives strength to the weak, hope to the hopeless, and courage to the afraid. Swami Vivekananda was not just a person, he was an idea, he was an inspiration, he was a flame that still burned in the hearts of millions. He showed us we can all become a hero, not by fighting, but by serving, not by shouting, but by helping, not by ruling, but by loving. His final words, let us remember his call, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Let us repeat it, arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. Let us carry forward his dream, a world of truth, a world of peace, a world where we all serve each other with love. Because Swami Vivekananda's story is not over. No, it is not over. It is a live on in you, in me, in all of us.